I have a quote that I want to read. It's called Hitler's Confessions. I'm going to start at the red and then we'll go to the top and read the whole thing. Do you know who America has in its possession? No, the soldier replied. The Americans has the Jews of God. The Americans have stolen God's precious jewels. What do you mean, his precious jewels? The soldier asked. Hitler said, America has stolen the Jews of God, his jewelry, the Negroes. They are the true Hebrews. Now let's start at the top. Hitler said, even in his death, he will start World War III. One of his soldiers asked how. Hitler replied, the day mankind finds out while I was trying to defend this nation, Germany, from then, that's the day World War III will start. For on that day, mankind will learn that I was trying to save my nation from the Freemasons, the Illuminati, the Jews. For if the Americans win the war, then they will conquer the world and forever be a slave to the Jews, and they will try to conquer God. Do you know who America has in its possession? No, the soldier replied. The Americans has the jewels of God. The Americans have stolen God's precious jewels. What do you mean, his precious jewels? The soldier asked. Hitler said, America has stolen the jewels of God, his jewelry, the Negroes. They are the true Hebrews. So I was sitting and I was thinking, like, it is a beautiful thing that Putin opened up the vote, right, and revealed who the world ignorantly calls Jesus is a black man, right? All the artifacts, the scrolls, all the images, all black people. But then I was thinking, like, okay, Putin has known this for a long time, obviously. He's had all our stuff, right? For a very long time. This is not new to him. He's always known that so-called Jesus was a black man. A lot of them has known that so-called Jesus was a black man. But it's who the world ignorantly calls Jesus. His name Shai. It was his kindred, the Israelites. We the ones that didn't know. We had to be awakened with the truth and the knowledge. Even before Putin came out and opened the vote, the Israelites began to wake up and find out who they are. And in the midst of that, we found out that our Savior, who the world ignorantly calls Jesus, is a black man. So then I thought some more and I was just like, okay, why? Why would Putin open the vote now? After all these years of hiding the truth from us, why would he open up the vote now? Why now? Right? Well, we do know the scriptures in Matthew tell us that there will be rumors of wars and wars. See that you be not troubled, for all these things must come to pass, but the end is not yet. It said, nation shall rise against nation. See, what's getting ready to happen, and this is according to the scriptures, nations is getting ready to rise up against nations. Here in America, America has been built off white supremacy. That's what it is. It's white supremacy. Even giving and pushing us a false idol, a blonde-haired, blue-eyed, unmelanated, pale-faced person to worship that y'all said was Jesus was white supremacy. So with Putin opening up the vote and revealing that image they gave us was a false image and Jesus isn't white after all, he's a so-called black man, this is going to stir up some stuff. This is going to stir up uncivil rest. Do you think that these Edomites want to relinquish their power, their white supremacy, their authority over so-called black people after all these hundreds of years? Absolutely not. And so I was just thinking like, wow, this really could lead up to civil war. And then Hitler's quote, his confession, saying like, once the world find out that the Jews are in America, that the real Jews are in America, it's going to lead to World War III. And it just got me thinking, like, Putin opened up the vote. Putin opened up the vote. This is getting ready to cause probably uncivil rest, and it could lead up to World War III, possibly. I mean, the scriptures is right on the money with it. It makes sense. Matthew 24:4. And Jesus answered and said unto them, take heed that no man deceive you. Tell me
For
what
many
y'all
shall
thoughts
come
is.
in my name,
Come
saying, I am Christ, and shall deceive many. And ye shall hear of wars and rumors of wars. See that you be not troubled, for all these things must come to pass, but the end is not yet. For nation shall rise against nation, and kingdom against kingdom. And there shall be famines and pestilence and earthquakes in divers places. All these are the beginning of sorrows. Then they shall deliver you up to be afflicted, and shall kill you, and ye shall be hated of all nations for my name's sake. And then shall many be offended, and shall betray one another, and shall hate one another. And many false prophets shall rise, and shall deceive many. And because iniquity shall abound, the love of many shall wax cold. But he that endure unto the end, the same shall be saved. And this gospel of the kingdom shall be preached in all the world for a witness unto all nations, and then the end shall come.